What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge on Selection Sunday. It's a super Sunday for the softball team, though, as they get the three-game sweep of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, dominating again today in Sooner fashion, 11-1, and winning this series by a total, outscoring the Red Raiders 40-3 against a Red Raider team that's really been hot at the plate. Today, Sooners stood out again. Alyssa Brito with 2 bombs, Tiare Jennings with another bomb. Riley Boone was outstanding. And then on the mound, you had Nicole May going most of the way with Carly Keening finishing it up. 11-1, great win by the Sooners today. Braden, what stood out to you the most?
Alyssa Brito getting 2 bombs and making a great defensive catch on third base.
Yeah, Brito had a great game all around. The play she made and then the 2 bombs. And then, I mean, overall, another game, double-digit runs, 11 runs. Jeremy, you mentioned it, 40-3 over the 3-game set. And here's the thing about Nicole May. You know, the second and third time through the order, they started hitting and get on base, but nobody really hit the ball. Nobody really hit the ball that hard against her. Like, even when they were getting on base, it was all through the hole, a single, or off somebody's glove. She had a chance to really get out of that inning without allowing a run, and she kind of didn't make the play right at the middle to her. But you know what? Nicole May, since the Miami of Ohio game, her control's been way better. I think she's only walked 2 batters in like 14 or 15 innings, something like that. Really good stat for her. So she's hitting her spots better. She's never – and she had 6 strikeouts today, which is pretty good. So through 6 innings. So a good effort by May, got out of some innings where they got some runners on, held them to 1 run. So, and then Keeney comes in to close it out. And then also one thing that stood out to me today, guys, OU was kind of running on the base paths today a little bit. Ella Parker with another stolen base. She has shocked me how many stolen bases she had.
Yeah, Ella Parker's been good. Maya Bland did get caught stealing today. Sliding in head first second. It was good to see Hannah Core get an appearance. She hit it down the first base line, but wasn't able to get on base. Hodge had a single again today and a run scored. And you mentioned May. Listen, when May's changeup is effective, which it was really, really good today, her changeup was very good. She mixed speeds all day, kept the Red Raiders a little bit off balance, and that's one reason they weren't able to really get to her and put anything in play that was super hard hit because she had the change of speeds going. She was hitting her spots, but her changeup was her best pitch today. Not even close.
I'll have to say something. Riley Boone played really good, too.
She did.
Yeah,
she did. She's been consistent.
2 out, double. Actually, it was a single. 2 out single down the base line was big. That kind of
she hit it hard though, even when she got out. She hit it harder.
Yeah, when she got out. And that kept things going in that inning, and then they were able to really explode a little bit in that inning. Brady, you mentioned the Alyssa Brito catch. Listen, Alyssa Brito made that catch, and then turned around the next inning and took the first pitch over the center field wall. Okay, that's what great players do.
Yep.
You're right. And Brito, I mean, for the year, she's up there to home runs again. And she's going to probably, I think before the season started, we all thought she'd probably lead the team in home runs. Sanders didn't get one this weekend. Brito gets those. And the seniors, and we talked about this in the video the other day, Jeremy. Right now, the reason I think Oklahoma's doing so well offensively, there's 2 reasons. The patience at the plate. These announcers, I didn't like them. They're Texas Tech, whatever. But let me say this. They were talking about the patience of OU hitters. I mean, OU does not, if it's barely misses, it's a ball. OU doesn't swing at them. They don't. They are very patient right now. And then the other thing is they're scoring runs in the first inning. And if they get a lead, it takes a lot of pressure off the pitchers. So I think overall, an outstanding weekend, just basically run rolled them all 3 games, just dominated. And it sets up an outstanding series coming up.
And I know, Braden, you're going to be there Friday night at Love's Field, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of been circling this series, don't you think? Because this is one that people are like, all right, we'll be able to really tell. But guys, I think 40-3 against the Red Raiders is pretty impressive considering all things that they average 7 runs a game going into this series.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it's your first true road test, really. And look what they did. And I mean, if y'all want to just look back last weekend, Texas had their road test to start the Big 12 season off, and they lost the game there in Houston. So OU dominates, man. That's what they did this weekend. They dominated. And hey, listen, the scoring as many runs they did with the weather, it wasn't the best conditions out there.
No, it was pretty chilly. It wasn't great. It does seem like the Sooners are going to go Maxwell, Deal, May in 3 game set. And that means Monticelli, Guerin, and Keeney are kind of going to be used when needed, is what it seems to be. I really like Carly Keeney. I think she can be very valuable. I love what Monticelli brings as far as speed and velocity. And then Guerin is a kind of a change of pace pitcher. But 2 of those are going to be having to be relied on a lot next year. But get them as much work as they can. Avery Hodge has done a little better at the plate, I think. That's kind of been a welcome sight. And then Alina Torres had a pretty good series here, guys.
Yeah. Hey, did you all see Kansas swept Baylor?
Yeah, Baylor is not probably as good as people thought early on.
Yeah, that's probably fair. And, hey, they may have been looking ahead, too.
They could have been looking ahead because, let's be honest, in the end, you beat OU a couple times. It pretty much does as much as sweeping Kansas. So, but I don't know. I just don't think Baylor's as good as people thought they were.
Hey, I will. Go ahead, Braden.
Maxwell pitched pretty good, too, especially when she had the bases loaded and struck the girl out.
Well, that's the thing about May today, too. May and Maxwell both got in some jams and got out of them with strikeouts. That's a good sign.
And I like the way this is setting up, and I like that they're doing in May. I hope they continue the Maxwell deal and then May on a 3-game set, because what it does is, just for instance, say May did start struggling, you could pretty much throw Maxwell back out there. I mean, if she pitches the first game. And I love that I think Keeney can give you a lot of innings in the middle, which will be great. And I just kind of like the way they have it setting up right now. And then Monticelli kind of in the late innings. I like that. I think Deal has pitched well enough to earn that spot so far. And who knows, it may not stay that way, but I like it right now. And I'm ready to watch this Baylor team again and this Baylor catcher again.
Oh, yeah. Should be exciting.
So,
hey, go ahead.
So what about Hansen? Did we hear
listen, I was just getting ready to press that. And, Jay, they better steal bag after bag against that Baylor catcher. But, listen, Hansen, I've heard hamstring is what kind of was tight. Also under the weather. Look, they'll need to get her back, but it is nice having Riley Ludlam as backup. Riley Ludlam's done really well with the pitchers. She can add. She brings things. She's a great viable backup, and heck, she'd be starting in most schools. But it will be good to get Hansen back, hopefully in the Baylor series. Hopefully that was all precautionary, and they'll have her back in the Baylor series. But who's going to be joining Braden at Love's Field? That's the question. Drop it in the comment. What a great 3-game set in Lubbock. Sooners outscore the Red Raiders 40-3. Thanks for watching the content here at the Sooner Surge. Make sure you like and you comment. We'll see you next time. Boomer.
Sooner.